Feeling lucky?
I'm guided by a force much greater than luck. I wonder if I'll be held responsible for this.
Hello, everyone. We're the D20 Duo because that's the name that we came up with. And this is Questlog. And we started a new game.
Yes.
Game number 3, baby. Yeah.
Game number 3, but game number 1 of the series.
Yes. This is the first game in our Final Fantasy series playthrough dedicated to Ben of the Gaming Avengers because he loves Final Fantasy oh so much. Dedicated
to Ben for Rob. Dedicated to my siblings and our sibling love for each other for mine.
Yeah. So that kind of
loving siblings, all love.
That kind of segues into the first part here. As you can see on the video, we are looking at my character creation screen, and I did take all 3 members of the Gaming Avengers and made them into my party here. Myself as the warrior, Ben as a thief because he was talking about being a thief or rogue. I don't know. I think he was playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons at one point and was a rogue. So Isaac, who is a red mage because he's a red mage in our D&D game, and then Abby as a black mage because I couldn't decide between black belt or black mage, but in our D&D game Abby is a caster, so it made more sense to be black mage. So there you go. That's why I made my party the way I did. Mr. Wrong, they cannot see your party, but who did you choose? What did you name them and why?
Well, I already said that.
Yeah, you said it on your stream, but this is the podcast.
I know. I just said I dedicated mine to my siblings. That's why. So I went knight. Knight for is a same thing. So knight or warrior, and I named him Chris, which is my eldest brother. Then I grabbed a monk for my second character, which I named Junior, which is my middle brother. And then I did a white mage for my sister, Courtney. And then I did a black mage for the black sheep of the family, and I named it Me Wrong.
Me wrong, you wrong time.
Me wrong, you wrong time.
Yes. So, knight, black belt,
monk, white mage, black mage.
Okay. So we have very, very different parties, as you can see here. The only thing really, like, the warrior and the black mage
the same.
is the same.
It's 50-50. It's not very different.
50-50 is
are
very
matching
different.
50-50, glass half full, half glass empty. Same thing.
Well, where your party kind of balances more by having a higher powered attacker than my thief. My red mage offsets by having higher attack power than your white mage. So I would say truly we're pretty balanced, and that's where
I would say that my party is the most basic bitch party that every single person who plays the game actually plays with. I feel like it's the most common. The only exception is switching the monk with the thief. Like, that is the other most basic playthrough. I feel like that's the most standard one for this game. Red mages, love them, I really do, but I feel like people usually are very well rounded. But you only have 6 options.
Yeah.
So
well, it's more commonplace, I think, for people to choose a white and a black mage versus putting a red mage in there, because red mages are a little bit more temperamental, because you get more basic attack power than either the black mage or the red mage or white mage, because red mages can also use swords, most of the swords in the game. But the drawback is that while they can use magic, that magic falls off very heavily in the mid to late game because you only have access to 6th level spells, I think, at most with the red mage.
I think 5.
Okay.
It's 5 or 6.
It's one of the two. Either way, I know you don't
Yeah.
have access to things like flare or nuke. It was nuke in the original game. I don't remember, or I don't know if they changed it in this
Flare.
game. Did they change it to flare? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, nuke. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the Renaissance. Nuke all these bitches.
Yeah. Well, nuke I think was a lot because of
Radiation is what they call poison now.
I think that was a lot of because of the
Final Fantasy New Vegas.
well, yeah. Translation errors, because like
Yeah.
holy, now this wasn't a translation error, but holy in the early Final Fantasy games was never called holy. It was usually called white or pearl or something of that nature.
Whoa. That is
No, don't go there. Don't go there.
White. I cast white privilege.
So yeah, it was probably it was probably like a
person
translation
in the white
thing.
robe
So
casting white. This is not looking good for Japan right now. And of course they're fucking cloaks with hoods on them. Shit. White. They cast white.
but I don't
That
think
is
that
so
spell I don't think
bad.
that spell exists in this game.
It doesn't. It does not. It's just white magic. That's it.
Now I'm curious because I could have swore
I
there was a
white-headed
high level
without that fucking out.
C1
Nope,
white.
that's not
magic.
lightheadedness. That's vertigo kicking in.
Yeah, please don't do that. Okay, so spells
have a
up to
choice.
level. Okay, so holy does exist in this game.
Yeah.
In the NES version, it was called Fade.
They just tap and they just fade away. Okay, give me a second. I need to take my sweater off to cool down before I have an actual.
Shut up.
It's gonna cut to sweater. Oof, no sweater.
Exactly. Wouldn't be the first time we've had to do a magic cut. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
But okay, so yeah, it's called
Fade?
Fade in the original NES game. See, I don't remember it because in the NES version, which I did complete, that was the first game I've completed on stream when I started streaming. I did not use a white mage. I used, ironically, the exact party that I'm using right now. Whoops, I didn't think that one through.
Amazing.
But the original NES game also had a lot of issues with it that I believe have been rectified in the Pixel Remaster version, because they had like certain spells didn't work properly, certain weapons didn't work properly. There's a whole issue with the black mages. Their attack power didn't scale properly with their intelligence stat.
Well, well, we can get into that a little later, but the monk had the same issue where when you did the class change, their magic defense scaled worse every level up. Like it went down and it wasn't supposed to.
Really?
Yep. So that's why when I originally had looked up some of the just initial stuff, it had said like, do not upgrade your monk class until you're like level 40. But like for the other classes, you need to upgrade them before level 32. So like either way, you're kind of fucked. But I think they fixed it in the remaster. They should have fixed it.
I would assume so.
It's seen anyway.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Also-
with the Pixel
Oh,
remasters, they everything is in the same engine. Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's all in the same engine. Some of them have
Yes.
slight differences, but it's all in the same engine. So
Mm-hmm.
there should not be any nuances like that. But yeah,
I'm curious
that's
if they fix that in the Dawn of Souls version, which I talk about the Dawn of Souls version a lot, only
because
because
that was the one you played.
that was the first Final Fantasy game I ever played, and because that came out well before Final Fantasy X, because Final Fantasy X was the first like visual one I had ever played. So like 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls, this era, it wasn't like super big storyline. It was murder the thing, go on a quest.
Yeah.
Whereas 10 was like it got you in the story, like you liked the characters, like they had big character growths and everything. So like I reference that one a lot because it
Yeah.
was great.
And not sure
Beautiful.
why I'm checking my trophies here in the thing. But okay,
You
so
were waiting on me. I was in the middle of something and you were
I thought
waiting on me.
I had cut all that out, but apparently I didn't. But yeah, so well, we're staring here at the king. So let's go ahead and talk the story. Basically, the general story of Final Fantasy 1 is that the crystals they've gone dark.
They've gone rogue.
And 4 heroes will appear to restore light to the crystals. Like the crystals are effectively dead, and we're here to
Yeah.
restore their light. That's we were talking about this briefly on stream. I think ironically while I was waiting for you to catch up with me. We were talking about how this story is very kind of different as opposed to most of the other games. If they involve the crystals, it's literally about preventing their destruction. This one is literally resurrecting them, and we have shards of the crystal that with us. That's how they know we're like the prophesized ones, and we're going to go
Which they don't
repower them.
they don't explain that part.
Not really, no.
Like, did we come out the puss with the crystal? Like, why do we have the crystal?
No, we just showed up
Also,
on the
are
land.
we all brothers and sisters? Like, why are we a party of 4 already? Like, how do we know each other? How are we on this continent where there's a bridge that's broken, so there's no other place for us to go? There's one town. We were born in the fucking woods.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
And then we just show up to this town 16 years, I don't know. Our characters are like
They've got to be at least
one of our
adult
characters'
aged.
hair is white. So we're middle-aged people. They've been waiting for us a long time.
Whose hair is white? Are you talking about the thief whose hair is blue?
No, the red mage. The red mage has hair down to their ass and it's fucking white. Did you not see that?
I don't think so, but I'll be on the lookout for here again. Well, so here
Yeah, that's the only reason I said it, because I saw the white hair all the way down the red cape. Also, did you know that we can change what the front runner character is? I learned that.
Good for you.
I was so happy. I was like, hey, I can have my black mage be the one who's walking around. I was so excited.
Fair. You could do that in the original NES version too, if I remember correctly.
Could you?
Yeah, I think you just use the select button, and now you use the L1 R1 for
Nice.
it. Oh yeah, they do have white hair. Okay.
Yeah. They
but
could be a Witcher situation, I guess.
maybe. But so
I
that's your overall arcing story, is that we're going to
Yes.
restore the light to the crystals. And then like there's other little stories. So Final Fantasy 1 was incredibly heavily inspired by D&D. The original
Yes.
game Gary Gygax created was like Sakaguchi-san was a big fan of D&D, if I remember correctly. That's what inspired him to create this particular game.
The system.
Yeah, and it's more akin to D&D than any other like RPG around at the time.
Right.
if there really was even any. I could be very wrong in terms of like what else would be on the market at this time, so I'm not going to speculate. But this, I know for a fact, he was heavily inspired by Dungeons and Dragons to create this game. So, it fits, having played enough Dungeons and Dragons in my lifetime at this point, and I'm sure you would say the same. It fits to have a little bit of murky circumstances as to why your party shows up and knows each other. Because I would like.
I suppose you always meet at a tavern.
Yeah,
Your characters already know each other because it's the easiest prompt of you know each other. I'm not making you guys roleplay figuring out how if you hate each other or not. You know each other. Continue on.
Exactly. And
okay.
My camera has decided it wants to go.
Yeah, you got foggy.
Real foggy. Fix yourself, you piece of crap. Logitech with your brilliant apps. Idiots. Yeah.
Beautiful.
But yeah, so you have like two very classic elements of Dungeons and Dragons. You have a party that just magically knows each other and just appears.
Yep.
And then you have one big, very, very generic overall arcing story, and that is your quest. Now, add in the third item. On your quest, you go on all these other little quests that help move you towards where you're supposed to be at the end of the day. Our first quest being, the king has asked us to save the princess.
The most common fucking trope.
Yeah. But it's a common trope because it works.
I can't even argue the fact that the first session of my homebrew, which is based on the Crystal Warriors, was to save a goddamn princess, and it was not intentional at all. Because the original premise, which you guys are past this point, so it's not necessarily a spoiler. The original premise was that I only had 4 players for my campaign. And the princess was supposed to be the 5th element of spirit. That was the original premise. But because I have 5 players, I had to adjust who was do what.
That's fair.
And spoiler, when we do resume D&D...
No, we're never resuming D&D, please.
We will. Your power is going to play a major role.
Spoilers.
So yeah, you better buckle the fuck up.
So save the princess. Stefan made us go save the princess in our campaign, and then Dio subsequently blinked her.
They would argue that they don't know.
If there are any chicks there, I want to do them. I've got an ogre slaying knife with +6 against ogres. But yeah, so this game is very, very, very heavily based off of Dungeons and Dragons. Obviously, they added their own elements to it, and Final Fantasy has grown by leaps and bounds beyond the original system, and not always in the goodest ways, in my opinion. As we are going
to Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah. Well, even then,
as pictured right here in this frame.
Oh, how cute. You think I'm actually going to do it more editing than literally cutting out you taking off your shirt. But no.
Don't be throwing that. I didn't take off my shirt. Don't throw that out there. That's not what happened.
It's fine.
Took off my sweater. No skin was shown. I held my
If you want to see the unrestricted footage, go to subscribe to his OnlyFans.
My other Twitter. Go again.
But no, I lost my train of thought now. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy as a whole, as a franchise. Most people regard Final Fantasy X as the last true Final Fantasy game. Because because after 10, they got away from turn-based combat. Think about it. Only 1 through 10 are turn-based combat. 11 being an MMORPG, it has a certain element of turn-based to it, because you have an attack speed, and you attack, like, once you start attacking, you just attack once your speed comes up. Similar to like an ATB also. Gauge. 12 is very, very similar. If you've never played Final Fantasy Online, folks, Final Fantasy 11 Online, I should say. 12 is very, very similar to that, like almost to a damn near fine-tooth comb in a lot of respects, because I equate Final Fantasy 12 to an offline 11, which is probably why I do enjoy it, even though I have a strict vendetta against 11 at this point in my life. But so even if you don't want to count 11 and 14 being the MMO onlines, right? Okay. So
14 is more like WoW, where everything has a cooldown and a button.
Yeah. Well, but you still have a attack speed, and once you've started attacking, you just auto attack until you, like, for your basic attack. Well, that's how it is in WoW even. Like, you click attack and you do your most basic attacks as fast as your character allows until you put in another action. Gotcha. That's pretty much MMO, like just 101. But so
I have not played an MMO in
it's fine.
I have not played an MMO in my adult life.
Yeah, that's better. Like, to not really, like, they get very addictive.
That bad?
Well, they can be. They can get very addictive and very time consuming because they're addictive, and then you sink a lot of money into it and stuff like that. You don't want it. Anyways, so Final Fantasy 12 has that new style of system using the gambits, where you basically pre-program your characters. You can literally just walk around with one hand on your controller, and your character will do everything, including starting to attack, healing themselves when they're low on HP. You can't reach that enemy because it's flying. Well, guess what? I'm gonna fucking chuck a spell at it. The gambit system allows you to customize your characters and create them like how you want to play, but it takes away the pure turn-based element of it. 13 does not change that. 13 goes to the paradigm system, where you can stack up the attacks and abilities that you want to do as your gauge is filling, and then they will subsequently do all the attacks that you choose. But it's still not turn-based combat. 15 is 100% action-based combat. 16 is 100% action-based combat. They have gotten completely away from the traditional turn-based RPG that Final Fantasy started as, and most people consider it, like, that's why I say most people consider 10 to be the last true Final Fantasy.
I know 10-2, that one was also turn-based, but I'm trying to remember.
I wasn't counting like the subs and the sequels and stuff like that, but
right. But I'm just trying to think. Was 13-2 13-2 where you play as Sarah?
Was
that one?
No,
turn-based. Because she can summon creatures to fight with that.
I think that was closer to turn-based than not, but I never played it. I never completed 13, so I had no interest in completing or even playing 13 too. Now, spoiler alert for everyone involved watching, our Final Fantasy series playthrough does include the
spin-offs
1 through 16, as well as all subsequent sequels and a couple spin-offs. Did I say 16? I meant 15.
Yeah, I was like, I thought you didn't want to do 16.
I'm sorry.
Multiple times.
I'm sorry. Well, because I want to play. I did enjoy the demo that I played of 16, so I want to sit down and enjoy that one on my time. And I want to play that long. Honestly, I want to play that long before we even touch it. So
right. And for me, I streamed or attempted to, And because it kept crashing on me, I played it out of spite and I was hating it because of how badly it played, which that was on my system, downloading it off onto the external memory.
You had the same problem with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yep, same issue where I stopped playing. I haven't even finished Final Fantasy 2, the second one, because of that issue. I literally I don't know
I thought
what
you bought
like,
it on PC so you could play through it.
I bought it on PC so that I could try to play through it, but then literally 2 weeks later, it got re-downloaded on the PlayStation and worked perfect because then it didn't delete my save.
Gotcha.
But also, if I loaded that game right now, I have no fucking idea where I am.
And I feel the same way because I've attempted to play Remake twice now and I've not gotten through it either time. The first time was when it first came out, and I think maybe I played it like one time on stream because it came out right in 2020 when COVID had hit and everything, and I was still working at GameStop, and I picked it up day one, and I may have tried to stream it like the first like one at a time, but I really wanted to kind of like play it on my own. This was before I had decided to myself that I wanted to stream pretty much everything I'm playing to document it all. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then fast forward a couple years, and then I did attempt to play it on stream, and I got fairly far into it. I can't tell you exactly how far. I couldn't even tell you where I was. I can tell you that it was before the whole, oh no, I was at Walmart. I was at Walmart. It was about to do the whole honeybee thing.
Oh.
That's where I had left off, but
you didn't do the drag scene part?
No. I didn't end up coming back to it for whatever reason. I don't really know why I didn't come back to it.
Have you seen that part? Please tell me that
I've
part
seen
has not been spoiled.
I've seen part of it. I've seen part of it.
Oh,
it's fine. It's whatever. I don't care.
Spoilers
don't matter to me because I don't remember it.
No,
I can tell you I don't remember it.
I could get I wanted to get your first experience with it because I shit you not, I was a fucking fangirl when it was when the scene happened. I legit was on the couch and I was like, I can't even lie about it. That's what I did.
You do realize that I've been around like gay and drag and all this stuff like my entire life,
but
right?
It was Cloud. It was Cloud, and then it was dance scenes, and then it was drag. It was boom, and I was just like, Dance Revolution, fucking what?
You know he dresses in drag in the OG or two, right?
Yeah, but you don't see shit.
I mean, yeah, it's not to the same degree as it is in the remake, but.
And also, if you get a perfect score, you see Era sitting in a booth, and she's like clapping like this. That was me, bitch. I was geeking the fuck out about it because it was the best thing. I probably could find the messages I sent to my brother within minutes of that scene because he didn't have a PlayStation, so he couldn't play. So I was rubbing it in his face how fucking amazing the game was. How good they did. I lost my mind.
Fair.
I can't wait for us to play that scene again. I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a long time.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with. I'm already I'm hyping myself up, just imaging that in my head because it was so glorious.
Fair.
I just made my mood perfect for the rest of the day. Like I'm just gonna be in a great mood all day now.
Good. I'm glad.
I go to bed in 2 hours.
I won't even last that long. But yeah, so it'll be a long time till we get to some of those games, unfortunately. Again, for anyone who missed the discussion with it, as we do our series playthrough of the Final Fantasy games dedicated to Ben of the Gaming Avengers, we are doing one game at a time and then flipping to another game in our catalog that we wish to play. But we will be doing Final Fantasy 1 now. Yes. And then we have decided to do Chrono Cross next, because our previous game, Chrono Trigger, we've completed that. Then we will do Final Fantasy 2, which Mr. Wrong just completed on his own for some silly reason.
As you're playing through Final Fantasy 5,
I'm playing through 5.
But
we're not gonna hit that one until fucking next year. It'll be fine. Exactly.
I don't know how long these will take.
I anticipate Chrono Cross to take us quite some time, actually.
That was what I was thinking. I was like, Chrono Cross is going to take us a bit, and then Golden Sun will probably take us longer than Final Fantasy 2 and 3 would take us, technically.
So Golden Sun will probably take it. Golden Sun will take us longer than Final Fantasy 1, 2, or 3. I don't think it'll take us. I don't think it'll take as long as like Final Fantasy 4 would. Because you got to remember, Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 were all originally on the NES. And even to your point, like when we were discussing this before and you were farting around on this one, like you got almost to the end of the game in like 8 hours.
It was 8 hours. Also, to be fair, I spent a decent amount of time grinding, which we're not really going to need to do that because like I ended up getting max level and everything, but like it wasn't required by any means.
No, and it's where we are in the game currently. I don't anticipate needing to grind. Like right now I'm sitting here in the video grinding, but we're about level 20 in our playthrough. By the time we reached the end of this, we were at like level 20. That will suffice us for quite some time because I remember
off my experience. By
I won't turn it off. I won't turn it off. But I remember reading that the fighting the Dark Elf King Astos, which is going to be the premise of this upcoming Friday when we live stream on our Twitch channels, which you can find the links below. Join us for the live stream when we fight the Dark Elf King Astos. In the one guidebook that I was kind of perusing a little bit just to kind of see some stuff. I think it recommends being like a level 11 to fight Astos. Now, keep in mind the original game was level 50 cap.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the Pixel Remaster does have a 99 cap. So double the level cap, double the level, 22. That was the recommended level to make the battle easy. We're going to be level 22 before we hit Astos. You're probably level 22 already, I think. So
I don't know.
You don't need to fire it up right now. It's fine. But yeah, so let's skip ahead here in the video to why we're going to this particular temple known as the Shrine of Chaos. So we can talk about the one actual boss that we're fighting today. And then we can discuss what these wonderful numbers to our sides over here mean. So you're well, you can't see it on on OBS. I can see it.
Oh, you have another thing?
What numbers are you talking about? I showed you the brand new overlay, you numbnut.
Yeah, but I don't see it.
Well, yeah, you can't see it because
you're just putting to the video of the gameplay. I was like, there's nothing there.
It's the magic. It's the magic of magic. It's the magic of magic. That's all there is.
Magic of magic. Yeah.
So we go to the Shrine of Chaos where we confront Garland. Garland was the best knight in the Kingdom of Cornelia. So I like that kind of like little bit of lore about him. He was a good guy. He was the man. And he turned on the king for whatever reason and basically kidnapped his daughter. I'm assuming to deflower her in the shrine, and basically try to make himself king when all is said and done.
Yeah,
he's your first boss in the game, and
he's a little bitch.
Kind of. Well, but he's the first boss in the game, so what do you want?
Yeah, I know.
Now, what makes it great, truly, and if you're trying to avoid spoilers for a 40-year-old game, please turn off the stream right now.
Is it 40? Is it actually
It came
40
out in
years old?
1987.
87.
It's 2026. Almost 40 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Right you are.
So the biggest twist of the game is that the starting dungeon, the Shrine of Chaos, and the first boss, Garland, are also the final dungeon and final boss of the game. Basically, Garland does some paradox fucky shit and gets sent back in time 1,000 years, and that's where we end up when all is said and done. And we go through, and Garland has become chaos incarnate, and then we have to fight him and take him down. So that's why the Shrine of Chaos in this time is a dilapidated old tunnel or temple.
Yeah.
And
because we already destroyed it 1,000 years in the past.
And that's where the legend of the warriors start. They start their own legend that they're going to show up in Cornelia holding shards of the crystal. They know that the crystals are going to fade in power. They start their own damn legend.
They do.
How fucking boss do you have to be to start your own goddamn legend?
All the things I want to say are not okay.
Fair. But yeah, it is a spoiler, but again, it's a 40-year-old spoiler, and I'm comfortable talking about that spoiler because we have both played and completed this game before. We both know that that's going to happen.
Yeah. 100%.
And I gave you all the fucking warning, so.
Yeah, we did say spoiler alert, spoiler owl. Which I think there was only one thing, which, no, I never got to it technically. I say because my Steam Deck died before I used it. It just reminded me because she gave us the loot. I was like, the loot never came up, but I forget it comes up in the chaos area in the past.
I thought it came up during the Astos fight, honestly.
No, that's the crown. Because we go to that cave, grab the crown, bring the crown up, and he's like, ha, I'm actually evil. And then you're like, aha, you're actually a little bitch. And then you kill him. And then you go back down because you get the Mystic Key.
But I thought the loot did something to Astos because he has us like in a hold or something. I don't know. I guess I could be wrong. It's been 5 years. It's been 6 years since I played this.
No, we don't fight Astos again. When we go to the past, the loot unlocks the final door, I believe, to chaos.
Gotcha.
But my game died before I got to that specific part. But I'm pretty sure that's where the loot comes into play.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
But yeah, no. And we kind of talked about this before, ironically, with Chrono Trigger. Despite the fact that they're using time travel, and I find time travel in RPG games to generally be lazy storytelling. This is one of the few games that I like the idea. Because again, how boss do you have to be to go back in time, beat the big baddie, and then be like, in 1,000 years, 4 dudes are going to show up at the castle.
Yeah. And they're going to look just like us.
And they're going to look like total badasses.
Yeah. They're going to be broke as shit. So
they're going to be broke as shit, but they're going to seduce the princess and take her loot.
They're going to seduce the princess. One's going to seduce the king. We're going to take over the kingdom. And then someone's going to give us a ship. And then someone's going to invent an airship that you can fly in the sky. Oh
no. See, that's like That's like the DeLorean from Back to the Future 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Like we go fucking hide the shit in the desert so we can dig it up in the 1,000 years in the future. Causality loops.
Causality.
Yeah. So, also I'm proud of you for getting a Back to the Future reference.
Of course, I watched all those.
Well, but you haven't watched most movies.
I haven't watched a lot of movies, but I have seen like ones that should not be missed.
Okay, fair enough.
Like the big ones on the list.
You need to watch Clue. That's what you need to watch.
I don't think that's a big name one.
But fuck it isn't.
It's big enough, but it wasn't like Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones wishes.
Indiana Jones for the win.
I'm not a huge Indy fan, honestly. Harrison Ford did his best work as Han Solo. Indiana Jones doesn't touch it. Sorry, not sorry.
I mean, I liked him as both, honestly.
Fair. But okay. So
also, he had Sean Connery as his dad in that one movie.
So we beat Garland, and then the quest officially starts. This is the official start of the game here, technically.
And it's a non-skippable scene that lasts forever.
Oh, it's just as bad in the original NES version. So.
I know. It's so long, and it makes me so upset every time. I'm like, I get it! I'm starting with dirty. They built a bridge! Let me go!
Let me go!
Oh.
But
and you get an achievement for waiting through all that bullshit.
Exactly.
They're like, we'll give you something. We'll give you some recognition for waiting this long.
Yep. So from here on, nothing really big else happened in this playthrough. We do go to the next town, which is Provoca. Yeah, but she's not important just yet. She'll be important in a short bit. So we go to Provoca and we beat up some pirates. And we steal their ship. We out-pirated the fucking pirates.
Laugh at my joke.
No.
We Provoca the pirates?
Yes.
That is good. That is good shit. That is dad level joke.
Okay. But yeah, so we procured the ship and then we headed to Elfheim. We find out that the elf prince has been put into a deep slumber by Astos. So we need to go defeat Astos, basically.
Pause.
Which technically leads us to the northern ruins. And then there's like a king person and he tells us that Astos stole the crown and went into the marsh cave. And that is where we left the playthrough.
Right. Before we continue with that, explain this broom scene. If anyone understands this in general, Rob pointed this out to me while we were playing, and I've never understood it.
Okay.
The broom, when you talk to it, the words are backwards.
Yes.
But we don't know what andl is.
No. I figured it out. I told you I figured it out.
Did you?
Yeah. So in the original game, it's select and B backwards, I think it is. And by using those out on the world map, it brings up the world map. Obviously, because most consoles don't have select or anymore. B, so they had to make it so it was universal for the translation. So what it is so swish swisharoo is correct. But the other three words, the first three words there, it's cancel and L2. So when you press cancel and L2 on the controller, it will show you the world map.
Gotcha. I do remember you saying that it brings up the world map, but I couldn't remember because looking at the words, I didn't realize it was and then the capital L too.
Yeah, I didn't.
I thought it was
quite
Andal.
a bit as well. Yeah, I didn't for quite a bit as well. So
no one needs to explain it to the comments. We got it. We got there. So now you guys know. The more you know.
exactly. And whether you knew it or not, you should put cancel and L2 in the comment section to let us know that you watched today's show. Yeah. That's your today's show. Or today's word.
It's the Today Show.
It's the Today Show. We're a something show, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
All right. So last thing, and as we talked about it just a few moments ago, Mr. Wrong cannot see it, but you guys can see it on our overlay. You can see that both of us have the word deaths and 2 next to it. We're going to start counting how many times we die during our core playthroughs. I will not be counting during side quests because so far, the White Mage Wonderland has quite a few deaths. Oh, yeah. So we will be counting.
Are we tied currently?
Yes.
I thought you had one more death than me.
Nope.
I thought you had... No, you do. You do have 3 deaths.
No.
Because you had the first death, and then you had 2 people die towards the end.
I don't think so.
You have 3 deaths.
I don't think so.
I am...
No, I have 2 marked down. 1 for Ben and 1 for Abby, and then 2 for me wrong. We were 2 and 2.
Okay.
You're welcome to watch the playthrough back through and correct me if I'm wrong.
I will.
But I promise you I would have marked it. So yeah.
No, I don't disbelieve that you wouldn't have marked it intentionally. I just thought that you had one point where one of your characters died, and then later on, you're like, oh no. Then one character died, you're like, I'm fucked. And then another character died, you're like, fuck me.
Oh no, I can definitely tell you that not 4 people died.
No, just the 2. Just the 2 in one battle. One died early.
Oh yeah.
And then like an hour later, 2 of them died, I thought that's what had happened.
No, it's just the one battle. 2 of them died in the same battle. I'm almost positive. But again, if you want to watch back through, I ain't watching myself on stream. I hate fucking watching myself on stream.
I don't want to watch myself on stream either.
Well, you don't have to watch yourself. You'd be watching me.
Well, then you could watch mine.
No.
It's still our voices in the video, though. So
no,
it's
you know what?
Because
I actually sat here and watched your entire stream while we were streaming anyways.
So did I! That doesn't give you a goddamn point. You do not win.
But yeah, so we're going to keep track of our party's deaths while we play through our core playthroughs of each game. And we're just going to keep track of it here. Just for funsies, not necessarily competing type of thing. It's just going to be for fun. And it's going to get especially fun when at some point we have discussed we are going to possibly, depending on how long this podcast lasts, we are going to play together Dark Souls Remastered.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to have so many. We need a separate death counter for that, though.
What do you mean?
Because the current death counter for like Final Fantasy.
Oh no, I will reset this. This resets after every game.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to be a continuous thing. It will be.
I was like, Dark Souls, we're going to rack that number so fucking high.
Yeah. I mean, I might keep track of all the deaths, like as we like make notes when we finish a game of like how many times we died, and then keep like a running total at some point. But no, for this purpose, it is going to be just each game. So,
I'm fucked for Dark Souls 1 and 2 because I've never played through those. I've only played 3 and then some of the other iterations. But
I've never finished Dark Souls 1. I got all the way to Gwyn and got pissed off and quit. I'm thinking about trying a faith-based playthrough of Magic User. I don't play Magic Users generally in games, but I've heard that.
No, are we challenging each other? Because I don't do melee.
Oh,
I only do magic.
No, you can do whatever you want. I'm just thinking about doing it because I think it'd be an interesting attempt of something to do for myself because I don't typically do Magic Users. And I've heard and seen things that would make me believe that Magic Users have a slight advantage on in the Dark Souls game.
I've heard literally the exact opposite. Where,
they both have
like,
their own advantageous things, so.
Yeah, because like when Elden Ring came out, so many people said that, hey, magic users are actually viable option in this game. So like that alone tells me like in some of the other games, magic isn't as good.
Yeah,
So I
I'm
thought
not
that magic would
sure.
be more of a challenge because I don't think you unlock a lot of magic for a good amount of time at the beginning of the Dark Souls games. I think you get like you
You can
get a
get some
basic
basic shit,
attack,
but yeah.
but it takes a while to get the good stuff.
Yeah.
I
I don't
am
know.
really excited for that playthrough too, though.
Oh, it'll be a while. Cause
Oh yeah,
it's gonna have to come down to a point where you like so the way we figure out our games is we both come up with 3 games. And then if we match 3 games or any one of those 3 that
we have to match them all, and then we play tic tac toe, and whatever one wins, that's it. That's the winner.
but if we match any one of those 3 games, that's the next game played. That's how we actually came up with Golden Sun to be in our closer future. We did kind of retcon that a little bit, but that's
Only
neither here nor
because
there.
we wanted to finish. I think we'll retcon it for the fact that we're going to complete a series
Yeah, we are going
before we
to
go on,
complete
especially if
Chrono
it's only a
Cross.
2 game series or a 3 game series.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, we're clearly going through a lot of them, so we want something in between regardless.
Yeah.
Because I think Final Fantasy is the longest series currently on our list.
Yes. Yeah. Well, there aren't many game series that are longer.
Yeah.
But it's
Unless we
gonna
did the Tales series.
yeah. But that would require
That would be forever.
That would require a lot of game purchasing, which is not the point of this series.
No.
But yeah, so if we don't match any of those 3 games, whoever didn't make a pick previously, it's their turn to pick. They can pick from any one of the 6 games that are given. Now, because I effectively strong-armed my way into deciding the first 2 games of the series, like this podcast,
I wouldn't say you strong-armed. I'm just agreeable.
I can only do that if something is playing.
shut up, Siri. Jesus.
Fucking bitch, did we ask you?
Right?
God.
So when we did our last setup of game choosing, it would be it would default to Mr. Wrong to choose, but we had a match. So the next time that we have to do it, which is going to be quite some time, it will probably be next year before we have to do it again. Because we have
Golden Sun.
Final Fantasy 1, Chrono Cross, Final Fantasy 2, Golden Sun, Final Fantasy 3, Golden Sun 2, Final Fantasy 4, Golden Sun 3, Final Fantasy 4 2.
5.
No, 4 the after years.
Oh, there's a second.
Yeah,
game
there's a
to
sequel
4?
to Final Fantasy 4. It'll be after Final Fantasy 4, which is when the next game is going to be changed or chosen. So we have 8 games in between here and there.
What is the after? Is it like a full game, or is it kind of like the Souls of Rebirth? Is it kind of like just an additional little game, or is it like its own whole game?
Column A, column B. It's like an episodic game that is very much a traditional RPG. It shows the same characters plus some new ones in the future. Like it happens like 20 years after the events of Final Fantasy IV.
Do you keep your stats, or do you start at level 1 again?
Well, you'd start over.
That would suck.
It's not directly linked to Final Fantasy IV in terms of gameplay, just story. So, yeah.
So Final Fantasy IV, you save the world. 20 years later, world's already ending again. You're like, I just saved it 20 years ago.
Now,
fuck.
I don't think you start at level 1 specifically, but I'm unfamiliar of how it works other than I know it's episodic. Like you're going to choose a character similar to like Octopath Traveler.
Oh, okay.
And then play through a series of events with them and whoever is joining them, and then you're going to play the next person, and so on and so on and so on. So, but
okay.
Anything else you want to add about Final Fantasy 1 first, or for this?
Did you ever find that crazy horse?
Not in this Not in this game. I found it in the White Mage Wonderland, which because they're on the same system, the bestiary is shared. So
Yeah, no, that's a plus at least.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you found it or not.
Yep.
That was the hardest thing for you to find. I don't know why. Because for
This is
those
what it was.
watching, you can't see my gameplay of it, but we had grinded for at least 20 minutes for a while there. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go see if I can find it. I walked down. The very first encounter was a single crazy horse, and he had been grinding for it the entire time. And then we finally get to the next area. He still hadn't found one. One of the first thing I run into, a set of crazy horses. I was like, the game just hates you.
Pretty much.
You're not allowed to have a steed.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, well, 'tis what it is. All right, everyone. Thanks again for watching the podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because that's what you do here on the YouTube. If you go down into the description below, you will also find MrWrong's YouTube channel. Please consider giving it a like or a subscribe as well, since he comes in here and deals with my stupid ass and all my silly questions about the games that we're playing. You will also find the links to our Twitch channels. We do gameplay usually every Friday. Sometimes it gets mixed around due to real life commitments, but we typically game every Friday live on our Twitch channels for a couple hours doing our next part of the playthrough. It's usually right before this particular program goes live. So come hang out with us in our live streams, and you can be more a part of the community that way.
At 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time is usually the start time.
Depends on how long he wants to take to fiddle faddle around.
No, we're usually... Okay, first off, Bish, I work third shift just like you do, and I get done with work at 8 o'clock. So I only have a half hour.
You're sitting at your damn computer that you're going to stream from.
For 12 hours. I should get up and stretch because that's healthy.
You should get up and stretch more during your actual shift instead of sitting in front of the damn computer.
I do. When I go to the bathroom. Or get a drink. I'm not active. Okay?
Obviously.
I need to.
See,
I have a.
Hey, look!
Now.
Here's where we lost the two deaths. So
there we go.
Anyways, everyone, for MrWrong, I am Legionkaje. We are the D20 duo because that's the name that we came up with, and this has been
the first episode of Final Fantasy Questlog. I switched it up on you. Bye.
Yeah, but no one cares what you do. It's all about me, baby.